Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. I have us on YouTube. I'm just looking now for Facebook. Okay, let's go that way a bit more, see if you can see less of the mess. Hey Doris. You're early today. I guess no nap for you, huh? Piece of watercolor paper. Hey Belinda. Hi Kathy. Hi Andrea. Hi Mitzi. Okay. So let's give it one more minute. I was told I should have noticed my numbers go up because one of the ladies that came in today said she was a lurker. So, hi lurker. But I don't think she's here because the numbers are low. Okay, so tomorrow's make and take. Just reminding you guys that I've already signed up. I have 2 spots left. You'll be making this little journal. You can sign up online. It is 10:30 to 11:30. And I think we have 2 kits left. Hi Letta from Holland, how are you? So that's tomorrow's make and take. I'm gonna put that back. I don't wanna lose it because oops, I'm all set up for it. Okay. Then, I still don't see, and she hasn't checked my message, but I'll put it aside. I started working on the kit today for the planner, and so I have this page done. I have this page done. Oops. So it'll be something like this. I am working on this page that has memories. So I just wanted to show you. Working my stuff in here so I can keep it all together. Hopefully I should get it finished in the next couple days and we'll be able to put it up. Will be a limited amount of kits because one of the papers I want to use, they don't have any more. And I've only got like 11 sheets. So there might only be like 10 kits. Oops, let's put that with that. Now Michelle has generously said that I could open up and show you the new inks that we did get in. So we got 8 of the 10 colors. What is online is online. I don't know when / if you know, we'll be able to get more. So we're going to open these. These are a matte finish with a shimmer. So it's a brand new product from Horton. So let's open a couple of these up. I've got some watercolor paper here. Oops, Belinda, when somebody else, I've got this silly little heart that is on Facebook, on YouTube. And so the last comment, I can only see like 3 words. So when somebody else says something, I'll be able to read what you said, Belinda. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, this one's called Under the Sea. I should grab some black as well so we can have a look on the black. Okay, so what die company is this from? I can read it now. Elizabeth Craft Designs is one of them. The other one is Studio Light, and then the company that I'm waiting for it to to come in. So it's blue here. We're going to do our little watercolor thing and see. Hi, Barbara. Getting distracted by the pretty ink color here. So it says matte finish, not a lot of shimmer, right? Let's see. Let's, I think we do better on the black if we use it straight. So let's do that. Okay, I can see the matte finish on here. Oh, sorry, back, yes, Belinda, back to your question, sorry. They will all fit. The ones that I have coming are not pages as they are decorative elements, but the holes will all line up. So let's put this on this side. The holes will all line up. Michelle, your things are ready to pick up too. So let's just see if I missed anything on Facebook. Hey, Mary. Okay. So this one, like I said, is called Under the Sea. I can still see shimmer. I can see how that is matte and not, it's a very subtle on the shimmer on the white, and it is definitely a matte. You guys, I say you can't sim it though. No, this is the same, it will work, Belinda, in the kit. So you can see it is flat, but there's glitter, and I don't think you guys can see it, but it's very pretty. And this is a definite teal green color, which is very, very pretty. So that's Under the Sea. And I think I'm just going to go straight on the paper rather than do my usual, so you can get a better idea of the sense of the color. So let's just clean that up. And then let's go with Coral Waters. Very, very different on that one, isn't it? Scissors. Yeah, so when I finished everything, Belinda, I'll put a list of the dyes that I used up. And if you want a kit, then some of them you wouldn't have to get. Okay, Coral Waters. Ooh, not what I expected. Okay, let's put some on the black. Let's let that dry. Let's put a bit down here. Okay, we're gonna help that dry. Because you can see the coral while it's wet, and while it dries, it goes blue. And I will add a little bit of water to this. Just so I can see. And we're going to put that there to dry, and then I'll go to Summer Sky, pretty with the green and the blue. And whoever keeps moving my scissors and putting things on top of them, I don't know who that is. So, but they will all, the pages will fit in the ECD planner. I'm doing it in the, in fact, I could probably include a cover with the class. Okay. Look at that. Ooh, nice. That's a very different color from what we're used to, isn't it? That green. We're gonna have to let it dry. This is a very juicy pad, this particular one. Are we going to let it dry, or are we going to force it? I think we're going to force it. Yeah, it's a lime green. She doesn't have that color in any of the other inks. And I can see the blue starting to creep in while I'm drying. we're going to set that one aside to dry as well because I need to swatch another one. Let's see. Let's do avocado gold. That sounds interesting. I don't think Michelle wants the plastic that I'm throwing away. So. Pretty green. Let's just put it on here. That is a nice green. Sometimes you need like an avocado or olivey color, right? Not everything needs to be bright. And it kind of has that gold shimmer in it that I can see. Hi, Maria. I'm just swatching or testing the new Lisa Horton inks while I have them. So I can definitely see the gold in this. So I'm doing it on black and I'm doing it on white, just so we can see what the colors are. We found a lime green and an avocado that's quite nice. I'm kind of trying to hurry the drying, but also getting impatient to swatch the other colors too. Okay, as you can see this one drying, you can see it's gold, or I can see it's gold, not sure what you guys can see. But it has the pretty, no, where did I do? Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. There's the avocado one. Let's cut that off. All right, this one is the Summer Sky, which is that limey color, which is very pretty. It's got a bit of yellow in it when you add the water. Okay, let's clean that up. And we have, let's go with Lagoon Punch. Strange name, Lagoon Punch. That's pretty too. So these are definitely, I think, more vintage. Maybe, I don't know if it's because of the color, because of the matte finish, but definitely more vintage. Jill, if you're here, yours shipped today. Okay, on this dried bit, you can definitely see the gold. Okay, let us now, it's terrible, I'm wasting that ink. I could have been picking it up in a journal. We've got Lilac Meadow. Yeah, very pretty. So the Elizabeth Craft planners are actually a standard 6-hole system. That if you have, oh, what's the British brand that I carry? I can't think of it. But anyway, those dies will work. The ECD dies will work in there. There's also a hole punch for it. So it's your standard. Oh, this is beautiful. Where'd I put it? This is what we're doing, right? Yeah, Lilac Meadow. Pretty with the purple. Let's find a bit of black. Let's get another piece of black out. Let's dry it. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, it's, I'm trying to think. Filofax, Belinda. It's a standard 6 ring. So there's a hole punch. We sell a hole punch that fits it. So even if you didn't have any ECD dies, you could use the hole punch. The difference is the Filofax is wider. So it's like a B5 wide. So if you had a Filofax and you wanted to use those dies, your pages would just be shorter. Okay, we're going to let that one dry. We've got Golden Heather. I just love these inks. So there were a few years ago, like we're talking 20-something years ago, another brand of inks that were iridescent, beautiful colors. The issue with those ink pads, and I own them, is that they had to be re-inked frequently. These don't need to be re-inked at all frequently. So Golden Heather. Yep, you can definitely tell here the matte finish. Let us spray here. Let's cut this piece. I can see some blue coming out here. Yeah, that's right, B5 Slim is what the ECD planners are. I couldn't think of the British brand of planner that I carry. It's a Filofax. I think I'm obsessed with notebooks, like traveler's notebook size, and planners, and notebooks, stationery, pens, scrapbook paper, inks, paints. Yeah, I'm obsessed with all of it, actually. So I've got one more to swatch. That's Fruit Punch. This is very, very pretty. The color, though, this one does not look as flat or matte, I should say, on the paper. I don't know that you can see the shift in there. Very pretty, though. Definitely more matte on the black, I think. Pretty. Okay, we got Fruit Punch. Do I like these with a little shimmer better, Barbara? I just opened them, so I can't answer that question properly yet. I need to play with things first to see, but I'm sure I will like them just as much. Now, mixing them with the metallics is what we also need to try, because that I was totally obsessed with. Fruit Punch. So this is going to be like a yellow and a pink. Didn't put it away. So it's hard to tell. There's most things. I like most things. I am very particular about my glue, however. I don't use the glue that other people like, which is the Barely Art, because it's not acid free. So I don't use that. I also, I like art glitter glue. I'm particular about my glue sticks. I'm particular about my gesso and my gel mediums. So certain things I don't compromise on. Let's try that on this paper. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Like I won't, for one thing, I won't sell tools that I don't think work well. I won't sell glues I don't think work well. If someone asks me to order something I don't carry, I'm happy to order it for them. Absolutely happy, but I wouldn't carry it as a normal everyday because I couldn't stand behind it, right? I just have high standards when it comes to things like that. It's not saying that I'm right, but I want to be able to support that product. And if I don't feel that I can, then I won't carry it. But like I said, I'll be happy to order it. Hey, Michelle. Die cut machines, I carry Sizzix because I know like they stand behind their product. I have been offered other machines to carry that are, you know, small in nature. I don't think they work as well, so I wouldn't carry them. But oh, good Lord, these are beautiful. I mean, just when they dry, I bet they'll be better. I'm gonna grab a metallic ink, so hang on one second. So these are the metallic inks. This was the second lot of kind of specialty, I guess, ink pads. So the iridescent, then came the metallics, and we have all these in stock. But I want to try, because when I did that before, I don't have any embossed cardstock. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me grab a piece of black paper. Black paper. Let me grab an embossing folder and I'll be right back. So I have this embossing folder. This one's called Far and Away, I think. Yeah, I've got a lot. Actually, I have all of Elizabeth Craft Designs, Esther stamps and dies in my collection. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's use Fool's Gold on this one. Just on this side. I'm going to dry it before I grab one of the others. But I like to mix and match things, so Belinda, know that some of the inks aren't dry yet. These are actually very juicy ink pads, because you can see here, right, there's still some red or pink showing there, and I can see that it's wet. So they're not quite dry. Okay, so on this green, let's see. Let's use Under the Sea. We're just going to drag a little bit and see what it looks like. And then on this one, let's use a little of the Avocado Gold. Let's dry it, and then we'll come back and add maybe another one on top of that. I think for you guys, I'm going to have to use something that's not so, that you can see a little bit better. This is absolutely stunning with those two ink combinations, but I don't think it's going to show up on the screen. Which color on the name of the green at the bottom that I just used was Verdigris. Verdigris on that one. Yeah, it's, Belinda, it's whites and then black. White, black. On this one, I think it's too subtle to see. So let's see what we can put on here. You know what? Let's use the fruit punch. See if that's enough of a difference so you can really see. And then I'll come back and dry some of these cards. They are beautiful. You know, I think every specialty, as in metallic or interference or a color shift that Lisa has done, I have been extremely happy with. So when you guys, if you're coming in for the make and take or the class tomorrow, you're just going to have to come and trust me on this and have a look. I'm going to add just a little bit here. It might be too subtle for you to see. Oh. Ooh. Which one was that? Let's do that again. Oh my, that is pretty. Okay, so to answer your question, Barbara, do I like these better than the others? No. I love the colors on here. I love what they do with the metallics, like the color combination. It is more subtle. I love on the iridescent ones how much shimmerier they are, but this is supposed to be matte, and I think that if you do vintage stuff, you would love these inks because it's more vintage looking. Just pretty. But again, I just don't think you guys can get the full effect of that. So I'll be excited when I can get a set. So this is still a bit wet here in the corner, you can see. And of course I didn't write it down, so I don't know what colors are which. You can see full strength though. There's much more shimmer. With the watered down amount, there isn't as much shimmer. That's the reverse is true on the iridescent inks, because when I wet them, you can still see a lot of shimmer. However, this is a different brand of watercolor paper than I usually use, so that could be also a factor. Because substrates, whatever you're using, does make a difference. So you can see it's still wet here. I can see the gold coming through on this purple. But here, this needs a lot more drying because I can see the green still, and it should be gold. Yeah, and I should write it. Belinda's a good idea. And I should also write it down as I'm doing it so that we all know what I'm using, because, you know, by the time I get to the end of it, I've forgotten. I do remember this one was Summer Sky because we all said, ooh, lime. And that is the only lime one I have. Let's just line them up so you can see them. And I remember this one was avocado. This one was Under the Sea, so I do remember a few. Oh, and this one was Coral Waters, because I was surprised at how the lid to me looks more pink, and this is definitely more coral. So I do remember that one. On the black though, I think this one was Under the Sea, because I remarked about how kind of green it was. So, yeah, I'll have to do it properly, and you're right, I do need a secretary. Barbara, you should move here and then you could help me. You could label as I did it. I'm here by myself today, so... But thank you to Michelle for letting me open her inks, and hopefully I'll be able to get a set that we can use quite a bit. So let me just run through the colors for you again. Fruit Punch. God, that is gorgeous. What was that one? I think this was the Lagoon Punch. Beautiful color, right? She doesn't have that color in any of the others. So Lagoon Punch, Fruit Punch. Doris, yours are shipped and I've already picked up today. We've got Under the Sea, Avocado Gold, Golden Heather, Summer Sky, Coral Waters, and Lilac Meadow. And I only was able to get 8 of the 10. So hopefully the other 2 colors will come in another box. But at least you've got to see them if you're interested. And I'll just flick through the beautiful samples. And you guys, like I said, are not getting the full benefit. Definitely more subtle on the shimmer. And I do like that matte look. So, and there you go. I think that was it. All right, guys. And oh, I went 2 minutes over. Sorry about that. But at least you guys got to have a look. They're on the website if you're interested. And I should get that planner finished, hopefully, and I'll be showing you that on Monday. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me, and I will have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.